Hi everybody, it's Dr. David Gustitis again, talking to you about solutions that we have here for low back pain. Now that we have a proper assessment done, we have a roadmap of where you are and where we need to be. Now we need to start doing some correction of that interference. We need to correct the subluxations, which are blocking the nerve pathway from the brain to the body. The spine is the main conduit of all messages from the brain to the body and the body to the brain. Without proper alignment, with any distortion, misalignment, or irritation of that nerve pathway, then those messages can get distorted as well. Those messages from the brain to the body or the body to the brain can become interfered with. This affects your health on a global level. Anywhere those messages, anywhere those nerves or the spinal cord itself can be interfered with must be cleared, must be corrected, such that those messages can now flow properly from the brain to the body. Now, when I look at the spine from this point of view, I want to know exactly which direction of misalignment has happened. Do we have a three-dimensional idea of, did this vertebra rotate? Did this vertebra laterally tilt? Did it shift forward and back? Did it do all three of those things? I also need to understand a little bit more about, did that curvature in that area become distorted? Do we have a sideways bend in the lumbar spine, for example? Is that contributing to the low back pain? Do we have a rotational issue there that's also causing like a scoliosis type configuration where you have a left curve in the lumbar spine and a right curve in the thoracic spine? All of that needs to be taken into account. Once I have that information, then I can go about doing my adjustment. And chiropractic adjustments are gentle. Chiropractic adjustments are quick, but the chiropractic adjustment also is very safe and very easy to receive. It's just a matter of getting in there and doing it. When we do the adjustment, 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100, I'll use my hands. I'll use my hands to get on the spine, put pressure on the vertebra that I need to correct, applying a three-dimensional corrective force so that I can get that vertebra back into alignment, taking the pressure off of those nerves and allow that flow to happen again from brain to body, body to brain. This is so important. It has to be done in a way that also is able to be received by the patient, because the patient will come in often with pain. If you have low back pain and I'm going to get on that vertebra, it might be uncomfortable at first, but the reason is because that area is already inflamed. And so if that area is inflamed and I'm going to get on it, I'm going to start off gently. I'm going to move that vertebra as much as you'll allow me to do, and I will incorporate other components of my table, other instruments, whatever I need to do to allow that vertebra to realign and get moving again in a way that is receivable by the patient, because sometimes the patient is ready for more, sometimes the patient is ready for less. What we do, we also incorporate the table to do what we call a drop adjustment. This makes a little bit of noise because the table is moving, but that also makes it a little bit easier to receive for the patient who's coming in with acute pain. We do side-lying adjustments, but we do a lot of different techniques. We incorporate several different techniques that I learned at Palmer Chiropractic College. The analysis that we incorporate is from many different teachings, but the main one that we are using right now is chiropractic biophysics, because it provides this foundational whole spine perspective on what normal is, and it gives you that roadmap. So it helps to guide my decisions as far as how I adjust and how we measure before and after care, whether we're making progress towards our goal. So it's very important that we take this whole spine approach as we look at each individual vertebra, because they do fit into that whole spine. Your one body is trying to move and incorporate that alignment or misalignment, and that one body needs to be addressed as a whole. So that's really important that you take that into consideration when you are approaching how you solve your low back pain and your spinal health issues. If you're interested in learning more about how we can help you, we'd love to. We'd love to be the solution to your problem. Please go ahead and click below and see us at the office.